We are back with our quest to find the ultimate Christmas cocktail. Tonight we have the White Christmas Margarita, brought to you from howsweeteats.com, the blog How Sweet Eats. Thank you for this recipe. We halved it because it's supposed to be a party punch and we're just 2 people and it already looks like a lot. So here's what we got. We've got 5 ounces of silver tequila. Then we're going to add 8 ounces of Grand Marnier. I think that's this, or no, not 8, sorry, 4. I've halved it. 4 ounces right in there. 4 ounces of lime juice. 4 ounces of coconut water. Sure, we're just gonna put them all in. Oh, that might be the milk.
They're already pre-measured, so it doesn't.
Everything was pre-measured. 4 ounces of coconut water, 4 ounces of coconut milk, 3 ounces of coconut cream, a lot of coconut in this, 3 ounces of coconut rum, and 3 ounces of simple syrup. I think we've mixed all that up, but it was in there at some point. And now we're going to stir. Oh, look, your chunks are back.
What is it with holiday drinks and chunks? Ooh.
I think it's just the cream, the coconut
as you're
cream.
mixing it up, it's looking a lot better.
Yeah.
But overall, the look is not appetizing. So.
But it is a play on a margarita. We're both big margarita fans.
Big margarita fan. I think it looks gross, but
we're gonna try it.
I am definitely gonna try this.
The White Christmas Margarita. Let's pour it up. This is gonna be way more than enough for. Still 2.5 cups left. The White Christmas Margarita. Cheers. It's creamier than a margarita. If you don't care for it.
I don't know what to think. It's another one of those visually I'm having a hard time looking at it. It doesn't taste that bad. It really doesn't taste that bad.
It's very thick, for sure. And it's surprising because the front end is very much the tequila taste for me.
Tequila and lime.
Tequila lime, that margarita, and then the back, you're like, oh no, that's more of a creamy holiday type of drink.
So let's give it a second.
It's not terrible. I would like it colder. They said specifically in the recipe,
like over ice.
Do not shake, that it's better to mix it with a whisk. So that's why I did that. But I think I'd like to pour it in some ice and
I'd like to see this actually pre-made, maybe well before your party, and then thrown in the refrigerator.
Well, it is a punch, so you're supposed to do that, I think. But yeah, because it does there are a lot of ingredients. It is incredibly complicated for what I would say is not worth the complication.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly. It's there. I mean, you saw the cups that we had out. It was way too much work for
8 different ingredients.
It tastes like a margarita, but it looks like eggnog. I don't know how those two, they don't work in my brain. I don't know. Is that weird? I think because it's holiday specific, it looks too much like eggnog. I've never had a margarita that looks like eggnog.
That was thick.
Yeah, right? But it tastes just like a margarita, so I think it's just the visual is off.
You know what could be good with this? If it was frozen.
I would really like to try that actually, because that's more of like a pina colada feel.
Exactly.
And that
exactly.
could, the visual would be totally fine that way.
Right.
I could see that 100%. Well, maybe we should come back and try that.
We'll just throw it in the blender.
I would go ahead and give this, personally, I'm going to give it a 2 stars.
I'm going to give it a 2.5.
If this was at someone else's party and I arrived there and I didn't have to make it, I think I would have a glass. For sure. It wouldn't be something that I would be running to the bathroom and trying to throw it down the sink.
No, it's tasty.
It's tasty.
The work for the output is
if you're making it, I don't know that it's worth it. Are we harsh critics?
It's tasty. It's just a lot of work. I do want to try it colder.
Blended.
Maybe that's.
Well, and
she did say
I'm a blended margarita fan, so it would make sense that blending it over some ice could really change it.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's bad. I think it's thick. Disappointing. I was looking forward to this one.
Because I'm a big margarita fan. And being that it had we did some work to get that.
So many ingredients.
It's just, dang.
Why does it need 4 different types of coconut things? I like the coconutty taste. Like, it's definitely like the first hit is of the tequila and the lime, and then the back end is the coconut. And the lime and the coconut, mix them both up. It goes very well together. But it's, I think, colder or maybe even frozen could be, and that might be our bad. Might not be your bad.
Yeah.
How Sweet Eats. It just might be our bad. And under these, the lights and the...
And it has gotten a little bit warm too, and I'll give it that.
Just takes a long time. And she said, don't shake, stir. So that's whisk it all together as opposed to shaking. So that's why we did it like that. But I think if we shook it with the ice, at least it would be nice and cold. Then
we're not just saying, no, move on. We're trying to give it a chance. Let's try it a couple of different ways, and maybe the original recipe isn't perfect
for us.
Maybe it's not for us. Right. Everyone's got a different palate. Already a lot smoother. I don't see those chunks that I was talking about. It looks like the ice has allowed it to water it down just slightly, so it poured a lot less thick. Cheers. Definitely cold. I like that. A lot better.
A lot better.
A lot better.
It all the flavors are blended together now.
Right.
It is, you get a little bit of tequila, a little bit of lime, a little bit of coconut in that sip.
I'm not as visually turned off now that there's really no little floaters in it.
We should have done some
a little
peppermint
rim. A little peppermint rim would be pretty decent. I would say this though, it's one of those drinks that is, for me, I just have a sensitive stomach. I don't think I could drink this for very long. I think it would be
a lot of cream.
It'd be milk. One and done, and I don't know. When I go to a holiday party, I'm not gonna have one drink, and that's just not who I'm gonna be that night. I just feel like this would just ruin my night.
The amount of things you need to buy, and
the effort
just outweighs I think this is up to a 3 for me, maybe a 3.5. It's tasty. I could totally sip on it. Yeah. I really like the margarita side of it. And I like the hints of coconut. I don't know that I associate coconut with Christmas, but I like having a Christmas margarita. That's cool. Maybe I would go more for a Christmas margarita getting cranberry juice involved instead of a cream. It was a lot of effort.
It was.
But it was the right thing.
A 3 is not bad.
Did you bump up your?
I think I'll go from a 2 to a 3. Yeah, absolutely. After being shaken over ice, much more enjoyable.
I think it's good. Good, not great. Too much effort. That's where it goes sour for me. That's why I would never get into the 4s and the 5s because it's a lot.
I need 3 parts or less. And really good, but I will say that the flavor is much better. I think that's why it goes up from a 1 or a 2 because the flavor is actually really good.
I don't mind complicated drinks if the result is worth it. Yeah, this to me was overly complicated. I think 8 ingredients, is that where we're at? That's overkill. And 4 of them were coconut. Why can't I just get like one coconut? Yeah. I do like tequila at Christmas time. I think that's special. I think a Christmas margarita is fun. I just don't know that this is exactly where it's very creamy. We have tried 3 drinks so far, and I think the consensus is the Cosmopolitan is our favorite so far. It's the front runner. Would you put this before or after the orange creamsicle mimosa?
Ooh. I think this is better than the creamsicle
After we ice it.
after we iced it. Yes.
I would agree.
All right, time for bed.